You know, looks like the Secret Service is moonlighting for us. Wow, they're open. Art Lunch since 2002. On my list here, well, I just kind of write down creamer $4.50, my inhaler $33, toilet paper $20, laundry card reload. That's the, because we don't, in the laundry room in our building, it's electronic, it's cashless, so either you load it up, I think downstairs in the office, or they have the option for a debit or a credit card to add, and that's how I just load it. I think they also have it so that if you do need a loaded card or something, they tack it on to next month's rent also, if that's what you want. Something like that, I don't know. I've never had to do it. I've always been paying for my stuff. $15 mouthwash, that's like 16 or $6, and the toothpaste like $8. So far, that's just like what I need. Like, let's see. It is just reflecting on how things it was 4 years ago. I was paying $1.79, about $1.59 to $1.79 for a dozen eggs at Target. I was getting my eggs at Target because they were damn good eggs, honestly, and they were the best value for what they were. And for the most part, Target always manages to carry larger eggs than what is the store brand large eggs. Do you know what I mean? Check the difference in your store compared to wherever your Target is getting to the other grocery stores. Just if you ever had the time, kind of like in the back of your mind, yeah, I noticed that. So then I was buying them over here at Rouse, and I'm like, fuck, they're small, and the shell is thicker. It's harder to break. Target's is a little bit, but it's about normal. Sometimes they do come out a little more fragile, but they're just damn good eggs. You know, they got a good color, they got a good yellow, not as orange as of course, organic or natural, but they're certainly good eggs. I've never had any problem with their eggs, and trust me, I have 2 eggs every morning without failure, unless for some reason I can't. It's always for my breakfast. I love eggs. I was raised having breakfast all the time, and eggs was like almost on a regular basis. But it's just more expensive. It's like $3.89, and an 18 pack is what I get now instead of getting a flat, because a flat was costing $9 to $12, and it fluctuates quite a bit. But if I get 2 18 packs there, it's $4.19 to $4.27 for an 18 pack, and that's more than a flat, which is 20 eggs. So yeah, no. I try to watch my pennies as much as possible. It's just, I don't have money or whatever for a fun time or whatever, honestly, that it's just fuck it. So I gotta get well, we got Regal, I'll say, for another year. Honestly, it's not a sad thing, it's a good thing. It's home now. But for anything else, if I do get another, hopefully lucky enough for the holidays, maybe get a temp. I think I'm gonna try with Seas Candy. I haven't tried with them for a while. The truffles, blueberry truffle. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get another one for the holidays and stuff like that. But for right now, it's Regal first and foremost until I can find something that can really aid well, or maybe even take the place, hopefully locally, um, or at least not all the way in Studio City again, because that commute was just murder. It was more of the time consuming and the drudgery of being on the bus and on the train for like 2 hours, 4 hours a day. Um, the cost was nominal as it is, but still, the commuting. It's it's painful. It sucks. With all this other shit going on, you never know who's gonna pop off or who's gonna be crazy. And I'd rather deal honestly with something going off in the afternoon, coming home from work, than first thing in the morning, because it's just not good. We got a new one. Front yard or front room with brandy. Huh. He's defending Governor Newsom trans law. That's how bad California is. Oh my goodness. It is, excuse me, July 17th, 2024. What time is it now? It's 4:40 in the morning. There, Elon Musk announced that he's moving. Not, after Tesla, he already pulled Tesla out long. So now he announced yesterday that he is taking SpaceX out of California because of Governor Newsom's trans law that he signed. He signed a bill into law yesterday prohibiting schools, barring schools, making it illegal, actually. I'll put the article down below. For any school in California to notify a parent or family member thereof if a child decides to come out or change their pronouns or whatever. So completely the opposite, and he continues to go this way. This is another reason why I was so pissed off yesterday. Um, yeah, no, it just, you talk, like I said, you talk about systematically destruction of anything, and Governor Newsom has been continuously going and trying to make life that much more difficult and so much more expensive to even be able to afford to come out here or to continue to exist and live here in California. So SpaceX, and a lot of people, well, I don't see what the problem is. Well, that's it. I hope you don't have children when you say that, because so, now the burden is that the taxes, the California taxes now is definitely being carried upon the complete working person. So many of the rich people have already left and gone to other places. A lot to Florida and lot to Florida, Texas, Colorado, and Nevada, and a lot of the production companies. And Hollywood also have moved to Nevada because it seems that Nevada is becoming the new Hollywood, actually. So better tax breaks. Oddly enough, they do have problems with the homeless and drugs and everything, though not as bad, not yet. But I think it's just a matter of a short time before that actually happens, and Nevada's really turned into a Frisco type of a way of life.
teacher has to report to parents that their kids are heterosexual. Another thing, about 32% of our youth are harassed at school for being LGBTQ. We just want to protect our children. We want to protect.
Since when?
And it's not just SpaceX on the move. Musk also announcing that X will be leaving San Francisco for Austin, mentioning that he's tired of dodging gangs of violent drug addicts near the company's building. Meanwhile, SpaceX faces legal battles, including a lawsuit from former employees alleging a toxic work culture and another from the Justice Department over hiring practices. This announcement from Musk comes on the heels of his previous decision to move
because he's not
DEI.
DEI.
Austin, citing high living costs and long commutes. KTLA
Still want to move to California?
Consumer anchor David Lazarus says, from a business point of view, this makes sense for Musk to consolidate his corporate holdings to a business-friendly state like Texas. But he also doesn't think the move will impact California's economy all too much.
Oh, really?
I don't think there's going to be a huge loss of tax revenue because we're still going to have SpaceX facilities here. We'll still have Twitter facilities. We still have a large Tesla plant up in Fremont. I think if anybody suffers here, it's going to be Elon Musk and his companies. Quite simply, we have the best workforce in the country. They're well educated.
Wow, what a big lie. There's no work other than retail, fast food, and dining, and entertainment.
From former President Trump, where he criticizes Musk. Trump saying of Elon, I could have said drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it. Back out here live, we did reach out to SpaceX for comment, but have not heard back. That's the very latest for now. Live in Hawthorne this morning, I'm Omar Lewis. We'll send back to you in the studio.
Ah, it looks different. It's brighter, and you can see the cracks. Wow. Never noticed those before. Wow. Oh, there's some more over there too. Happy hour! No food? Where's the food menu? Have I mentioned? Of course I have, many times. My opinion, one of the nicest places to eat here on the sidewalk or al fresco. It's just, food is good, service is great, and my opinion is just, I don't know, definitely definitely the best. Especially if you like that, you know, I think it's a romantic one too. Still waiting on that ice cream shop. It's a little overcast. It's supposed to be 85 today. The old white horse. Ride the white pony. Yeah, break. I don't know. Ooh. Another noodle place. Ooh. What? Huh. Yeah, I'm sure this place had its legal activities back in like the 20s or so. They are, ooh. Are they gonna reopen or what? As? It's still nice right now. Got one of their little Lego type of thingies. These are pretty cool. I've always kind of wanted to do this. This is a rose. The old Twin Palms. The old Kevin Costner. Yeah, just an empty lot. There used to be a lot of people that used to come here. I forgot what they had. I think they had some Pasadena history and part, I guess, relations, tie-ins or whatever to Pasadena. Yeah. That's DeLacy and Green over here. I'd love to live up on top of that building over there. Well, not on the building, but the upstairs. This is a right time. From here on in the evening, as it gets darker, Green Street, this section is just really a fantastic walk. Doggy grass. If you think about it, Pasadena is kind of a miniature type of little Beverly Hills and Rodeo Drive in its own little right, as Pasadenians or whatever the heck they call here. I'm a victim of circumstance. No, I ain't no fucking victim. I'm just as guilty as the other party. Just a effect of a tragedy. The new eatery. Oh, I think it's a ramen house. I think. I can't remember honestly. Let me see. It's goodness. Urban Butcher? So it's Mexican? I don't know. Have to find out. Place changed again. Now it's gonna opening in August actually. There's the to that to the gastro bar. Like 88, 87. It's like 5:23 in the evening and it's just like super nice. I'm not sure how hot it is, but it's really comfortable.
They don't know what theater they're going to.
Long Lake 635. Secret Service, moonlighting.
Where's your wristband?
It's the new DEI, or they have to take government workers.